Welcome to the first arm swing breakdown on my channel. This is a video taken by Jo Young Jun. I don't know his full name, but that's his Instagram handle. You can see it on the screen there. He's a photographer, video creator in Korea who takes videos of the V-League and posts them on Instagram, and they're usually just one or two actions, and they have great slow-mo, so this is why I'm using this video, because it's really easy to follow and break down. But the person in question here is Andrés, Villenas, Rodrigues. He is an outside for this team here. So right away we get a good set to the outside, nice and high. Now this dude, really strong, obviously. If he's playing in the V-League as a foreigner, he must be really, really good. But what we see first off, we're going to break this down into three parts. So I don't know if you recognize that dude on the other side. That's Gavin Schmidt, the Canadian giant himself. And first of all, this is a really great jump. He gets up super high. You know, he's not jumping over anybody, especially in this clip, because I mean Gavin's got like a 8-foot wingspan. But the actual mechanics involved in this swing are just fantastic. So I love watching these, but more importantly, this guy in particular, Andrés, he is just a really, really stellar example of good mechanics. So, we're going to break this down to three parts. The first part is the draw, which is going to happen here. The second part is the swing, which happens here. And the third part is the follow through. So this is actually a wrist-away cross-body swing. It doesn't show that until the very end, which is in and of itself really cool. But we don't get to see the approach run up here. I'll probably do another clip later where we do show that. But this one in particular, these mechanics are just shown every single time. It's just lovely. So first of all, we have really, really good. Let me zoom in here. We have really, really good hip and shoulder separation. So you can see the hips kind of square there, and the shoulders really wide open here. And then that curves around the spine. So not quite like a 90-degree difference, but a pretty significant difference. Significant enough that he's using all of his core that he has and all the mobility to generate just that much more power into a swing. Second thing, and this is pretty important because a lot of people teach high elbow. I don't believe in high elbow. I think it puts your shoulder in a weaker position. But even so, the majority of arm swings you'll see at a really high level start with an almost neutral draw. So you can see his elbow is slightly higher than his shoulder, but even into the swing, it stays pretty level, right? So right here, he's starting the forward motion. Hips have stayed pretty much square the entire time, and the hand is now going to rotate around behind as the elbow moves forward. So as the elbow moves forward, the hand lags behind. And again, even in this position, you can still see shoulders are pretty much level. Elbows coming up a little bit now to get into that high position, but shoulders are also starting to tilt. So we get this nice curved segmented spine so that he can get his elbow up into a higher position. And then once it is pointing right here where he wants to make contact with the ball, then the hand follows through. And for a lot of people right here, see that tilt, slightly curved spine, hips are still square, which is just absolutely fantastic. And then on contact, we have a straight arm, or more or less straight. And he cuts his hand slightly around the ball to get it right in between the block and the follow through right where he was aiming. So all in all, just a beautiful swing. Let's see it again, full speed or slow motion. Excellent sequencing, follow through, easy kill. Now why is this? Now this part I think is the most important. This draw right here, the lag of the shoulders before the hand, like opening up to this degree, right? That's a pretty huge difference. And in order to make that happen, you need to have really strong core, but also you need to have decent spine mobility. And even more so in a mid-air situation, right? Like there's no support from the ground. You're just making this all happen within yourself. So having that strength and mobility all come together at the same time to, on contact, nearly completely straight, in the most advantageous position, that's the result. But I'll do some more later where we see swings that don't make contact with the block. You can see the speed of this ball. Like in slow motion, it doesn't seem that fast, but that ball is cooking. Yeah, really great positions overall, but then just the power, the speed, the range, it's just all there. So, these concepts, the open, the hip-shoulder separation, the neutral shoulders and elbow, and then the hand lag, all of these concepts we'll be exploring more in more arm swing tutorials, or not tutorials, in more arm swing breakdowns. So stay tuned for that, and hope this helps in your own training.